Okay, here we are. We are in San Diego. You know, it was supposed to be sunny San Diego, and it's a little overcast right now.
Yeah, it
But
is.
it's still a light mood, and really excited to be here at Crossbeam Supernode. So welcome everybody. I could not be more excited to be talking with Jill Rowley. Jill is, gosh, we were talking about this. What?
Who is Jill Rowley? I don't even know anymore. No, I mean, I've had a great history, a career in SaaS, 22 plus years in B2B SaaS, early at Salesforce, early at Eloqua, helped build the whole martech industry.
Social selling,
Social selling, definitely
the
one of the
queen of
pioneers.
social selling, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely that. Did professional speaking, traveling around,
Yeah.
really more on the why. Like, why do we need to actually leverage the power of social networks? And really, okay, so let's define social selling as using social networks to do research on your buyers, the smarty pants people who influence your buyers. So we do research so we can be relevant, so we can build relationships, right, that ultimately drive revenue. So like social selling, evangelizing the why of that, and then building an ecosystem of partners who can actually teach the what and the how. I wasn't the what and the how person when it came to like curriculum and instruction. I was more of the give people their aha, their oh shit moment, that digital and social is where salespeople need to be.
Yeah.
And then I was at Marketo.
Yep, Marketo.
That was awesome.
Yep.
Acquired by Adobe, and really in a role.
And HubSpot as well.
I was an advisor to HubSpot. Yep. So I've sort of been with pretty
All
much
the hot spots.
all the hot spots in marketing automation and martech. And then do advisory and some investing in B2B startups, all B2B SaaS, and all related to go-to-market. I really believe in nailing your niche and being the best at something. And I feel like for me, it's a combination of sales, marketing, understanding subscription, right? That you don't get a customer, you build an ongoing relationship with customers. And so how do you continuously deliver value and put
Be
more
thinking about that renewal coming up fast.
absolutely. And the renewal and actually the referenceability. So it's one thing to get their money, it's another to get their endorsement, get their advocacy. And so I think sure about the money, but, and I don't even, like a lot of times companies tier their customers based on how much the customer spends rather than how much influence that customer has
Right.
over other companies that spend money with you.
Yeah.
Oftentimes we look at it through the sheer things that we can measure
Right.
easily,
Yep.
which that's another really hot button for me. Because we've over-indexed on attribution, right? And it's easy to spend money on ads in search and see the click and conversion rates, and it's easy to spend money on emails and to measure click and conversion rates, direct mail, and all these things that we now can easily measure, but those aren't the things that are actually driving sometimes even awareness of your company, your service, your product, or evaluation. It's really about people and people who are talking about what it is you do and advocating.
Advocacy, and we were talking just now about community, right?
Absolutely.
Community, and then but let's get to the big topic, why we're here at Supernode, ecosystems as well, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I've been defining ecosystem as partnerships. So certainly companies that partner with each other and partners that partner with each other. So you've got like the Supernode HubSpot, and then you have HubSpot partners, and you have HubSpot partners that partner with each other.
Right.
That's really where the multiplier effect comes in, and when you look at how many pieces of the puzzle can we put together for our joint customer, making it. Okay, here in partnerships, we talk about 1 + 1 = 3.
Yep.
You've heard that,
Sure, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The customer doesn't want 3. So the customer wants 1 + 1 = 1. I'm the customer, I want 1. I want you partners to put the pieces of the puzzle together and come back to me with 1.
A solution.
A solution. So ecosystem for me, partnerships, that can be tech, that can be services, that can be agency, community, right? Community like Pavilion,
Right.
communities like partnership leaders, so communities like CMO Coffee Talk, so communities, and then also marketplaces. And it's really about where are buyers, customers living, where are they communicating, connecting, conversations, consuming content, where are they discovering and purchasing, and that's where we need to be. We need to be where our buyers and our customers are. We need to live in their ecosystem rather than thinking about it from our point of view of what is our ecosystem. First, we have to understand what our customer's ecosystem is.
And I think we were talking earlier. You had this great example of your landscaper, which I think is really true. I think as you have an ecosystem of a lot of partners working together, that the influence that you grow your influence because they're influential as well and in different ways.
Yeah. So I was talking about, I live in Charleston, South Carolina, and we have landscapers who come and do our yard every Monday, and we have oak trees in our yard, and our landscapers aren't tree experts, they're not arborists. So I need help with some of my trees. And so I go to my landscape guys and I say, who do you recommend? What arborist and tree service people do you recommend? Those are the people I'm going to call. I'm not going to go to Google and search tree specialists and pick one out of the however many that are listed. I'm going to go to Nextdoor. And I'm going to post in Nextdoor looking for a tree service company. I'm going to go to, we have a neighborhood Facebook group. I'll go to our neighborhood Facebook group. But I'm not going just to Google. And so I go to my landscape guys. And then my fence. I'm either going to replace my fence or repair my fence. My landscape people don't do fence, but they have customers who have fences. And they get asked all the time, I'm sure, about fence work. And so I go to them for recommendations on who I can get to repair or replace my fence.
And so what you just talked about are partners and community and this extended concept of extended, which is an ecosystem, right?
It's an ecosystem, yeah. Now, I'm obsessed with the word ecosystem, and I like to relate it to things that we already understand, the ecosystems in which we live and that we get value from.
I love it. So Jill, this is fantastic. What are your thoughts for the rest of for this Supernode? We just got here. What's on your mind?
Yeah. So for events like this, I come to be part of the conversation. Really, a lot of listening. I've not been in a partnership role myself, so I've never been in the job that many of the people here are in, and I need to better understand the job that they're doing, so that then I can help them have the conversations with the rest of the C-suite, in particular the revenue leaders, have them I need to understand the work they're doing, the challenges that they're facing, and help them understand how to actually have that conversation with their C-suite and revenue peers, so that they can speak the language that a CMO speaks, that a chief revenue officer speaks, that a RevOps person speaks, and be able to relate their world to the world in which their peers live.
So important.
Today, yeah. So
for credibility, for relevance within the leadership conversations, right?
That's right. It when I think about like ecosystem and partnerships, I think about how do we thread partnerships throughout the entire go-to-market organization. So when we're thinking about product, what partners do we want to work with from a product perspective? When we think about marketing, what partners do we want to market together with? Selling, partners, threading partners into our sales, success and services and education. What partners can we thread in there? So I really want partnerships to think about how they thread through the rest of the organization.
It's so true, and have had the Ecosystem Aces podcast for a long time, 4 or 5 years, I think now, and it's so that really resonates with how so many partner people, how they think about their job is it's really their general manager across all parts of the business. They have to understand and be connected to all parts of the business. So it really is true.
They're very much more entrepreneurial because they do need to understand how the pieces of the puzzle fit together, which is what an ecosystem is, right? It's how do you put the pieces of the puzzle together in the context of the customer, because you're trying to simplify things for the customer.
Awesome. Jill, this has been fantastic. I hear the music for the welcome reception is starting.
Ready? This is kind of a groovy hotel, too. Have you read all the quotes on the wall?
No, I don't know.
Oh, man, you got to go by that.
It's really cool. It's got a nice vibe to it, sort of mid-century kind of,
kind of 70s-ish vibe.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's cool.
Jill, thank you for joining, and we'll see you all at in the next couple sessions and today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
So thanks, Jill.